Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that many people overlook, is actually one of the most fascinating pieces of American numismatic history. Most people are familiar with the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, not all pennies are created equal, and there are certain years where the penny becomes much more than just a small piece of copper. One such year that has become iconic among coin collectors is the 1971 Lincoln penny. Now, at first glance, the 1971 penny might seem like just another coin that has passed through countless hands over the decades. But when you take a deeper look at its significance and unique characteristics, you'll realize that this particular penny holds far more value than its face value. This year's coin, like others from its era, was minted during a time of change, both in the United States and in the world of coin collecting. In 1971, the U.S. was going through significant political and cultural changes. It was a time when the country was recovering from the turbulent 1960s, a decade marked by protests, civil rights movements, and the Vietnam War. Economically, the U.S. was facing challenges, with inflation becoming a growing concern. In the midst of all this, the U.S. Mint was busy at work, producing the coins that would circulate throughout the nation. Among them was the 1971 Lincoln penny, which would go on to become a collector's favorite, though most people would not have known it at the time. What sets the 1971 Lincoln penny apart from the others is its rarity and the unique features it sometimes possesses. In particular, the 1971 penny was produced in high quantities, but because many of them went into general circulation and were used over the years, the number of well-preserved examples has dwindled. It's these well-preserved pennies, especially those in uncirculated condition, that can be worth far more than just a penny. One of the key factors in determining the value of any coin is its condition. A coin's condition is categorized into various grades, with mint state, or uncirculated, being the highest. These are coins that show no signs of wear or damage, and they retain all of their original detail and luster. The 1971 Lincoln penny, when found in mint state condition, can be worth significantly more than its face value. In fact, the better the condition, the higher the potential value of the coin. Now, let's talk about minting errors, which can make a coin even more valuable. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the process of striking the coin, leading to variations or imperfections in the design. The 1971 penny, like many coins, is not exempt from these errors. Coins with errors such as double die strikes or off-center impressions are highly sought after by collectors. These errors make the coin unique and can drastically increase its value. In the case of the 1971 penny, there have been reports of double die pennies, where the design appears to be doubled or slightly offset, creating a fascinating and rare piece of numismatic history. Another factor to consider is the specific mint mark. As many of you know, coins minted in different locations will often have different mint marks. In 1971, pennies were struck in Philadelphia, but there were also some pennies with a D mint mark, indicating they were made in Denver. The different mint marks can add to the rarity and desirability of the coin, as certain mint locations are more rare than others, adding another layer of collectability to the 1971 Lincoln penny. Now, you might be wondering, what's the actual value of a 1971 Lincoln penny? While most of these pennies in circulation today are worth just 1 cent, certain 1971 pennies, particularly those in exceptional condition or with unique features, can be worth a lot more. For example, a 1971 Lincoln penny in uncirculated condition could fetch a price that goes far beyond its face value. In fact, the right 1971 penny, one with rare errors or in pristine condition, could be worth an astounding $97,000. Yes, you read that correctly. $97,000. That's the kind of value that a rare 1971 Lincoln penny can hold. It's incredible to think that a coin that most of us see as insignificant could actually be worth so much. It all depends on factors like its condition, minting errors, and how rare it is in the market. For collectors, the hunt for rare coins like the 1971 Lincoln penny is what makes the hobby so exciting. Finding a penny that could be worth thousands of dollars is a thrilling experience. So, the next time you reach into your change jar or flip through your collection of pennies, keep an eye out for the 1971 Lincoln penny. You might just have a small fortune in your hands. In conclusion, the 1971 Lincoln penny may seem like just another coin that has come and gone, but for collectors and numismatists, it represents much more than that. Its history, rarity, and potential for errors make it an exciting piece to add to any collection. So, if you happen to come across a 1971 penny in great condition, don't underestimate its value. It could be worth a whole lot more than just a cent. If you find the right one, it could be worth as much as $97,000. Top 2. The Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that is often overlooked, holds a fascinating story in the world of numismatics. While most people regard pennies as just small, insignificant pieces of change, the 1976 Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a simple coin can hold exceptional value. This particular penny is not only a historical artifact, but also a treasure for collectors, with a value far beyond its face value. Let's dive into the captivating details of the 1976 Lincoln penny and why it could be worth so much more than just 1 cent. In 1976, the United States was celebrating the bicentennial, marking 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This significant year led to the production of various commemorative coins, including the famous bicentennial quarter. But even amidst the celebrations of the nation's birth, the standard Lincoln penny of that year, though not designed as a commemorative coin, caught the attention of collectors due to its own unique characteristics. The 1976 Lincoln penny features the traditional image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, as well as the familiar memorial reverse that has been part of the design since 1959. While it may seem like just another penny, there's something special about this year's coin. It represents a time of great historical significance, as the U.S. was commemorating the country's founding, and the coins minted during this period carry that spirit in their own way. Yet, what truly sets this penny apart from the rest is its rarity, and the condition in which it can be found. One of the most important factors in determining the value of any coin is its condition. Coins that are well preserved and in pristine condition are far more valuable than those that have circulated for years. For the 1976 Lincoln penny, coins that are in uncirculated or mint state condition are incredibly valuable. These coins have been protected from wear and tear, and they retain the original shine and detail that makes them so appealing to collectors. As the years have gone by, it has become increasingly rare to find a 1976 penny in mint condition, which contributes to the growing value of these coins. Another factor that can increase the value of a 1976 Lincoln penny is the presence of any minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, causing the design to be struck in an unusual way. These errors can take many forms, from double die strikes to off-center imprints, or even incorrect metal compositions. For collectors, these errors are highly prized because they represent an anomaly in the production process, making the coin one of a kind. A 1976 Lincoln penny with a minting error could fetch a price far above its regular market value, especially if it's in excellent condition. Additionally, the 1976 Lincoln penny was minted in large numbers, with billions of them being struck that year. But with so many coins in circulation, it's important to note that finding one in excellent condition is increasingly rare. Over time, many of these coins have become worn, damaged, or lost, which makes finding a well-preserved 1976 penny a special occurrence for coin collectors. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes. Coins that were stored away in safe places, away from the harsh conditions of everyday life, are the ones that have a much higher value than those that have been used and circulated. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a 1976 Lincoln penny actually be worth? While most pennies from this year are worth only their face value, there are certain examples of the 1976 penny that are worth a lot more. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition, or those that feature unique errors, can easily fetch thousands of dollars at auctions or from collectors. In fact, a rare, high-quality 1976 Lincoln penny has been known to sell for a staggering price. If you happen to come across a 1976 Lincoln penny in exceptional condition, whether it be due to its pristine state or an unusual minting error, you could find yourself holding a coin worth as much as $90,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $90,000. That's a significant return for a coin that most people would consider just spare change. For collectors, the value of the 1976 Lincoln penny lies not only in its condition and rarity, but also in the story it tells about a pivotal time in American history. The year 1976 was marked by celebration and reflection, and the penny from that year encapsulates that moment in time. It represents the ongoing legacy of Abraham Lincoln, one of the most revered figures in American history, and serves as a reminder of the country's evolution since its founding. In conclusion, the 1976 Lincoln penny is much more than just a piece of currency. It is a coin with a fascinating history, and its rarity and pristine condition makes it highly sought after by collectors. Whether it's due to the coin's historical significance or its potential for minting errors, this penny has proven to be one of the more valuable coins in the Lincoln cent series. So, the next time you come across a 1976 Lincoln penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of American history worth $90,000. Top 3. When it comes to rare and valuable coins, the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny may not initially sound like it holds much weight. After all, it's just another year of the familiar Lincoln penny that's seen in everyday transactions. However, what many don't realize is that this seemingly ordinary coin is actually highly sought after by collectors and coin enthusiasts. Its value is not just about the year or the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, but also about its rarity, its unique characteristics, and the factors that contribute to its increased demand among numismatists. Before we delve into the factors that make the 1981 Lincoln penny special, it's important to understand the history of the penny itself. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, has undergone several design changes throughout its history. Over the years, the penny has been struck in various compositions, with the most well-known being the copper-based penny. In 1981, the United States was still using a copper alloy for the penny, which would later be replaced with a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. The 1981 penny is, therefore, a part of the last batch of coins made with a predominantly copper alloy, adding an element of historical significance to the piece. But why is the 1981 penny worth so much more than just its face value? For starters, coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are in pristine condition. The condition of a coin can make all the difference in its value. Pennies from 1981 that have been kept in mint condition, free from scratches, discoloration, and wear, can fetch a premium price. When a penny is well preserved and retains its original shine, it is often considered mint state, or uncirculated. Coins in this state are highly prized in the numismatic world and can be sold at auctions or through dealers for much higher than their face value. Additionally, some 1981 pennies may possess unique characteristics or even minting errors that can significantly increase their value. Minting errors occur when there's a flaw in the production process, such as misprints, double strikes, or off-center impressions. These errors can make a coin unique, and because there are fewer of them in existence, they are often much more valuable. For instance, if a 1981 Lincoln penny has a noticeable double die or an off-center strike, it becomes a collector's item that could be worth much more than an average penny. Even a small error can make a world of difference when it comes to its market value. Another aspect to consider is the fact that the 1981 penny was minted in large quantities, with over 7 billion coins being struck that year. While this might seem like a large number, it is important to remember that many of these coins have circulated for decades, becoming worn, damaged, or lost. As time passes, the number of well-preserved pennies from this year diminishes, making the ones in excellent condition increasingly rare. This scarcity, combined with the growing interest in collecting coins from this era, has led to a surge in demand for the 1981 penny. In addition to the factors mentioned earlier, the popularity of Lincoln pennies as a whole contributes to the value of individual coins like the 1981 penny. Collectors are drawn to the historical and symbolic significance of the Lincoln cent, and because of its long-standing presence in U.S. currency, it is often a staple of coin collections. As the 1981 penny is a part of the Lincoln series, it naturally attracts attention from both beginner collectors and seasoned numismatists who are looking to complete their sets. So, what is the actual value of a 1981 Lincoln penny? While most of these coins might be worth only a small fraction of a dollar, the truth is that certain 1981 pennies have been known to sell for impressive amounts. High-quality, uncirculated pennies, or those with unique minting errors, can easily fetch thousands of dollars. It's not uncommon for these coins to be sold at auctions or through specialized dealers for prices far above their face value. If you are lucky enough to find a 1981 Lincoln penny that's in mint condition or features a rare minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth a whopping $77,000. Yes, $77,000. That's a life-changing amount for something most people would dismiss as just a simple penny. Imagine finding such a coin tucked away in a coin jar or sitting unnoticed in your pocket change. In conclusion, the 1981 Lincoln penny is more than just another coin. It is a piece of history that holds significant value for collectors. Whether it's due to its pristine condition, the potential for minting errors, or simply its rarity over time, the 1981 penny has proven itself to be a highly sought-after collectible. So, the next time you come across a 1981 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. It just might be worth more than you think. With the right circumstances, your penny could be worth $77,000, a price that could change your financial outlook in an instant. Keep an eye out for this hidden treasure. It may be closer than you think. Top 4. When you think about rare and valuable coins in American numismatics, the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent penny often doesn't get the attention it truly deserves. Many people see it as just another penny, tossed aside as nothing more than pocket change. But for collectors and enthusiasts, this seemingly humble coin holds a deeper value, and some of these pennies are worth far more than the 1 cent they are stamped with. The Lincoln penny has a rich history that dates back to 1909, and over the decades, it has undergone several changes. The 1982 penny is particularly interesting because it marks a pivotal moment in the history of U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint began transitioning from using a primarily copper composition for pennies to a more cost-effective zinc core, plated with copper. The reason for this shift was due to the rising costs of copper, which was making the production of pennies more expensive than their face value. What makes the 1982 penny truly fascinating is the fact that the U.S. Mint produced both copper-based and zinc-based versions of the coin in the same year. In fact, it's the specific composition of the penny that makes the 1982 Lincoln penny valuable. Copper pennies, made early in the year, are much rarer than their zinc counterparts, and this is where things get interesting. If you happen to come across a 1982 penny that's made of copper, you could be holding a highly valuable coin. The 1982 copper penny is different in its weight and color compared to the later zinc pennies. The copper penny weighs around 3.11 grams, while the zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. This slight difference in weight can be an important indicator when trying to identify the rarer copper version. The copper-based pennies were minted from January through mid-1982, while the zinc-based pennies were made for the remainder of the year. But it's not just the composition that adds to the rarity of this coin. Many 1982 pennies, especially those that are made of copper, are often found in poor condition due to the fact that they've been circulating for decades. Over time, these coins become scratched, worn, and tarnished. But for collectors, a 1982 copper penny in pristine condition is a true find. If you can track down one of these rare, well-preserved pennies, especially if it's graded as uncirculated, you're looking at a coin that can be worth much more than its 1 cent face value. It's not just the copper-based pennies that have value either. The 1982 pennies that were made of zinc but contain rare minting errors are also highly prized. Coins that feature off-center strikes, doubled dies, or other mistakes made during the minting process are extremely valuable. These errors can significantly increase the worth of a coin, as collectors often go wild over any sort of misprint or irregularity. The market for the 1982 Lincoln penny is growing, especially because the number of well-preserved copper versions continues to decline. As time goes on, fewer of these pennies are available in mint condition, increasing the demand for them. And when it comes to the specific price of a 1982 penny, it's not uncommon for some of these rare coins to sell for prices that completely surprise people who may have thought they were just ordinary pennies. A well-preserved, uncirculated copper 1982 penny can fetch a pretty penny indeed. Now, let's get to the part that really gets collectors' hearts racing. Just how much can a 1982 Lincoln penny be worth? While most 1982 pennies might only be worth a small fraction of $1, the ones that stand out because of their rarity, pristine condition, or minting errors can go for a considerable amount of money. If you find yourself in possession of one of these rare gems, you could be holding a coin worth as much as $74,000. Yes, you heard that right. $74,000. It's incredible to think that a coin which most people wouldn't give a second glance to could be worth such an astonishing amount. Whether it's the rarity of the copper version, a minting error, or simply a coin in perfect condition, the 1982 Lincoln penny is a hidden treasure that could be worth far more than its face value. For those of you who are avid collectors or just starting out, the 1982 Lincoln penny represents an exciting opportunity to discover something valuable in your pocket change. With a little research, a keen eye, and perhaps a little bit of luck, you could stumble upon one of these rare pennies and potentially make a significant profit. As the demand for these coins continues to rise, their value will likely keep increasing. In conclusion, the 1982 Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but it's actually a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Whether it's due to its unique composition, its rarity in certain conditions, or the potential for minting errors, this penny has earned its place in the spotlight. So, next time you find a 1982 penny in your change, take a moment to examine it closely. You could be holding a coin worth $74,000, an amount that could change your financial situation forever. It's the perfect reminder that sometimes, the most valuable things are the ones that seem the most ordinary. Top 5. When you think about coins that hold incredible value in the world of numismatics, the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny might not immediately come to mind. However, this humble coin has earned its place as a sought-after collector's item. Most people view the penny as just pocket change, often forgotten or discarded without a second thought. But for coin collectors, some pennies are not only pieces of history, they can also be incredibly valuable. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first minted in 1909, and over the years, it has undergone a number of changes. From the initial design by Victor David Brenner to the more recent redesigns, the Lincoln penny has a rich history. However, the 1984 penny is particularly interesting for a few reasons, and it may surprise you just how much some of these coins are worth today. In 1984, the penny was still made primarily of copper, and its design featured Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait on the obverse, front, side. The reverse, back, side showed the familiar wheat stalks, a design that had been in place since 1909, although it was eventually replaced in 1959 with the Lincoln Memorial design. The 1984 penny, however, still showcased the wheat stalks, making it a link to the past in the coin's long history. But what makes this penny so special? The value of the 1984 Lincoln penny doesn't necessarily come from the design itself. Instead, it's about certain characteristics and features that collectors look for. For example, the coin's minting errors, condition, and rare variations can have a significant impact on its worth. While the vast majority of 1984 pennies are worth only their face value, just 1 cent, there are those out there that can command a much higher price, sometimes astonishingly higher. One of the key factors that can elevate the value of a 1984 penny is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated. If you find a 1984 penny that has remained in mint condition, meaning it hasn't been worn down, scratched, or damaged in any way, you might have a coin that's worth considerably more than just a penny. Coin collectors and investors alike seek out coins that have remained uncirculated, as these coins are often in much better shape and are considered rarer. Minting errors also play a significant role in the value of a 1984 Lincoln penny. Like any piece of machinery, The US Mint occasionally makes mistakes, and these errors can result in coins that are highly valuable. Some of the most valuable 1984 pennies are those that feature misprints, like off-center strikes, double strikes, or even coins with missing details. Errors like these make a coin unique, and in the world of numismatics, uniqueness often translates to higher value. But how much can a 1984 penny really be worth? While most pennies from this year might only fetch a few cents above face value, those that stand out, whether because of their pristine condition or due to minting errors, can be worth far more. And the really surprising part? A single 1984 Lincoln penny could be worth as much as $70,000. Yes, that's right, $70,000. It's almost unbelievable to think that a coin as simple and common as a penny could carry such an incredible price tag. But for coin collectors, this is the reality of what they look for when searching for those rare finds. A 1984 Lincoln penny with the right combination of rarity, condition, and sometimes even a minting error can fetch a jaw-dropping amount on the open market. What makes the 1984 Lincoln penny so unique is the fact that it's not just another run-of-the-mill penny. With the right features, it can become an investment that provides significant returns. Many collectors and investors are now scouring their pockets and coin collections to find those rare 1984 pennies that could be worth a small fortune. And given the coin's widespread availability, many people may still have one of these valuable pennies sitting unnoticed in their spare change. It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, rarity is key, and sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones that seem the most ordinary. For those of you looking to start your own coin collection or to get into numismatics, the 1984 Lincoln penny is an excellent example of how a coin that seems commonplace can, in fact, be a hidden treasure. In the end, the 1984 Lincoln penny stands as a testament to how history, rarity, and condition come together to create something far more valuable than a simple piece of currency. So, next time you find yourself with a 1984 penny in your change, take a second to look it over carefully. You just might be holding a coin worth $70,000, a true gem in the world of numismatics. Whether it's the perfect condition, a rare minting error, or simply its status as a collectible, this penny has earned its place as one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in modern American history.